Well, my name is Augie, and I'm the guy that created these sculptures. You see, this is my yard, this is my property. For a short while longer, I sold it as of today, actually, and we'll be here about 6 weeks more. But in the meantime, these sculptures are some that were created here for people to come and see. A lot of people do that. They come from the village on their little motorcycles and what have you, and electric buses, and the kids love seeing these pieces. I had two kids and a mother one time asked me, I was inside and my wife said, these people want to ask you where you get your ideas. I said, well, actually, do you ever lay in the grass and look at the sky and look at the clouds? I told these two boys, one was 9, one was 5, and the boys said, yeah. And I said, well, I kind of mark my points in the sky and I get my ideas that way. And the 5-year-old says, I use crayons. So there's a number of stories like that, but that's kind of a sweet story. Anyway, so this is called Blooming Idiots, this series called Blooming Idiots. And of course that's the orange virus there, and that's a special idiot. In any event, you can look at that. It turns into sort of tie, and the bottom turns into a snake. And these are faces, Blooming Idiots. These are faces of people. This one here is a face from my one sister, is quite beautiful, and I used her molding from her face to put it into this particular piece. And I used her a couple of times because she's quite a handsome woman. In any event, this is a blue rabbit. This is a blue bunny. I said to him when I'm moving, sold a house here. I've been in this particular house for 30 years on Siesta Key. This is Palm Island that you're on. Palm Island is surrounded by the Grand Canal in the shape of a heart. And this house is in the center of the heart, if you ever look from the sky. And what's also significant, this house was built in 1945 or so by the name of a guy by the name of John Clark built it. He also built the beach club in the center of Siesta Key Village. And it's a very popular spot. When he built it, the ceiling was like, you could reach up with your hand and touch the ceiling. It was very low and dark. Now it's much higher ceiling and a lot of people showing up. A lot of drinking buddies show up there. But anyway, there's a number of places in the village. This is about 1 mile from the village. And Palm Island is as I said, in the shape of a heart. And they were outlined, called the outlying roadway that goes around is 1 mile exactly. There's about 180 some houses in here. I've lived on the Key since 1980. I had a house before on the north end of the Key, apartment for a while also on the north end, and then we bought this in 1990. So it's a lovely house. I hate to leave it, but we're scaling back, but I've got a new studio. And this is from a studio that I work in the back. We can go back and look at that if you like. I'm going to have a studio down in Gulf Gate on a lake, overlooking a lake, which would be also very nice. I won't have the front street thing for my sculptures, although I might put a few out there. Or I might leave some of these here if the current new buyer, new owner wants to have them or keep them. But people do come to see these and many tours. And some people, as I say, knock on my door and want to talk about things like I told about the two boys. One woman one day when I was first working on these Blooming Idiots, they were kind of green and vibrant, and they looked like, to her, I guess, plants. She pulled up in her big BMW, right out over there, high heels. She probably weighed a little, she was on the buxom side, probably in her 50s. And she said, "Sir, what are those plants? I'm from Baltimore. I've never seen plants like that in my life." I said, "It's because, what plants are you talking about?" So she starts pointing one by one. I said, "Oh, these are sculptures, and that's for Blooming Idiots." I wasn't insulting her. I hope she didn't take it that way, but it could have come out that way. But she did enjoy them, and she did come and take pictures, and that is what happens. People will trek here just to come to this, especially in season. But right now, with the virus going on and people not at the beach, although the latest word is the beach is going to open up by Wednesday of this week. You'll be able to walk the beach on Siesta Beach. It'll all be opening up. And the old fights about who gets to sit where are not going to be settled because people are not going to be allowed to sit. So let's go back and look at a couple more things. This is a runny bunny, big blue rabbit. And can kind of look at him. There's a wheel there in the front. And I had skateboards at the bottom, but they eroded. I need new skateboards for him. But I'm going to have to move him or leave him and let the new owners deal with him or destroy him, which could happen. So if you know somebody who would like to have some sculptures, perhaps I'd give you this one. It's hollow inside. It doesn't, it's wire and foam and fiberglass. It's not that heavy actually. So it's not, it's fairly movable. But, there's a couple of other sculptures back in here. So this is the title of this one's Angel Around Us. And there's a copy of this similar to this with elephants. I'll show it to you in a picture inside, Alex. But it's the same idea, and it was donated to Sarasota Memorial. They're trying to hunt it down right now. Somebody may have taken it, didn't report it, but they're trying to find it. It's a very nice piece also. This is called Angel Around Us. The head of the angel's here, the buttocks and legs are here, and there's a head coming out this way. It's a sea life and so forth. And it's been here a while. You can see things are growing on it. So it's the lady next door said she wants it, so they were going to try to buy the property, but they failed. And there's this one here, the large hands, and this is has a story too, because if you look close, these hands are on top like Time Out, and it's called Time Out Saint Sebastian. And Sebastian was a Christian at the time of the Romans, and the emperor ordered him to kneel before the Roman gods, and he refused to do that. So he was shot through arrows, full of arrows, and he survived. So I call this Time Out Saint Sebastian. Saint Sebastian won the argument. So we can go back and look at something I'm working on right now if you like, and then we can go and see some of the other stuff inside. This is a piece I'm working on right now. These are also large hands, and they have to be, they're in development. And of course, this painting here is a new thing. I'm trying to finish it up. It's a commission for someone in Colorado. They bought another painting, and I decided, we talked about an idea, and this is a second painting if they buy it. Looks like they will. This is falling dogs, and they have two dogs. There's one there, and they're inside. I put them inside of balloons. It's the legs and so forth. These are wolfhounds, and the woman is a nude. They like the nudes that I do, so I included it. She's falling out of the sky from what? Of an airplane? Who knows? A very, very high dive? Who knows? It's all in the mystery of a beautiful woman, nude, falling in the sky with dogs. It's called Going to Dogs. No, she's quite a beauty. And when I get done, I'm getting close to getting done. She's in the sky, so I haven't figured out yet. I'm going to show the tail of a plane up in the sky with her, just leading her behind. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it's getting close. This is a frisbee because the people love to throw. These are their two dogs right here. There's one here, and one up here is a portrait. And they chase the frisbee. I got to develop the frisbee a little more clearly, but it's getting to the end. Thank you much for that. It's a beauty. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy The Edge. And Alex's great work is making things happen on The Edge, and I'm part of that, and that's part of my history, but this is part of my history also. Thank you very much for watching.